let's clap and so I'll hand over the stage to the presiding officer and Harinder, Toastmaster Harinder. Over to you.
Thank you so much for the beautiful opening, Toastmaster Sharad. Let's have a huge round of applause for everyone who turned up to the offline meeting and all who have joined the online as well. I see we have some guests also. Can someone help me if we have guests? I can't see if we have any guests.
Yeah, we have
Okay.
one line, and I think two I know have joined online. Rajat and Saurabh, I think, they joined.
Okay. So for the offline one, Kanika, maybe I need your help to ask to request them if they want to introduce themselves and share about them quickly, maybe in one line.
Yeah. So you go ahead and introduce yourself and short introduction.
Yeah, hello everybody. I am Amita Bharti and I'm postgraduate in fine arts, that is history of arts. I did it. And my profession, I have worked as a teacher for 25 years in Salvan School. And after retired, I did freelancing in uh, communication skills with children. And today I got an opportunity by Kanika for joining this platform, and I'm very happy to join it. And I'm sure I'm going to learn a lot from it. Thank you.
Thank you and welcome to the group. I hope you would like the meeting. And towards the end, we may get your feedback. We wish to hear from you how you like the meeting. I see Divya Tiwari. Divya, are you a guest? Divya, are you able to hear me? Am I audible?
He is on mute.
Mute, mute.
Mute.
Divya, you are on mute. We are not able to hear you. Okay, we'll go to
Yeah, now I'm
Saurabh
audible.
in that case. Yeah, you are very much audible now. Please go ahead. Please introduce yourself and you are on mute again, Divya. Okay, I think she's still we are not able to hear from her. So maybe we can go to Saurabh. Saurabh Goyal. Hi, Saurabh. Would you like to
Yes. Hello.
come
Hello,
forward
sir.
and just
How are you?
introduce everyone?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Saurabh Goyal. I am a finance professional and qualified chartered accountant and company secretary. I am working with one of the corporate as a finance head. And originally, I am from Jaipur and currently I am in Gurgaon since last 10 years. And Kanika given me this opportunity to learn public speaking and all. Thank you so much for that. And looking forward for the same. Thank you.
Thank you, Gaurav. You're more than welcome. We wish to see of how you like the meeting towards the fag end of the meeting. Uh, which now will not take much time before handing it over for the none other than Toastmaster Mehak to take the meeting forward. Over to you, Toastmaster Mehak.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hirinder. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. The theme for the meeting today is Ace Your Visual Storytelling. Before we learned PowerPoint, before Reels, or before Instagram stories, we were already a visual storyteller. Because as children, many of us grew up reading and listening to stories like Panchtantra, Akbar and Birbal, Tenali Rama, and many other fairy tales, bedtime stories from our grandparents. Isn't it? Raise your hands if you have heard stories from your grandparents, those fairy tales. Well, I can see so many raise of hands right now. We could see the jungle, we could imagine the king's court, the picture of the clever fox, the brave hero, the wise minister. These stories did not just entertain us, but they trained our mind to visualize, to create pictures using words. And that, my friends, is the true power of storytelling. So let's do a quick activity to see that how our visual storytelling works. If you have a pen and paper with you, maybe you could draw because you would have to guess the character or the place by visualizing when I just give you a description of the character. So let's start. All you have to do is listen carefully. Don't don't just listen, draw what you can visualize and guess the character or the place that comes to your mind the first. You see a young girl wearing a light colored gown. She is gentle, kind, hopeful. There is a glass slipper near her feet, and the clock is about to strike midnight. Who do you see? Okay, I see a raise of hand. You can answer.
Cinderella.
Yes,
Cinderella?
absolutely. Yes, it's Cinderella. Yes, Ghostmaster Hinder. All right, you guessed that right. Round two. A little girl walks through a forest path. She is wearing a hooded red cape. She is carrying a small basket for her grandmother, something that feels slightly suspicious around her. Who
Red
you can
Riding Hood.
imagine?
Red Riding Hood.
Yes, absolutely. That's correct.
I have worked with the children only and storytelling I've done a lot.
Okay, now let's move to another round. You
Was
see
that?
a
I could not hear. What was the answer?
little Red Riding Hood.
Hmm. Heard.
Okay, next round. You see a tiny baby crawling through a busy city. Skyscrapers are all around. Adults running behind the baby, and the baby is calm, curious, keeps moving forward.
Baby's day
Okay.
out.
Yes, absolutely, Ghostmaster Kanika. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, do you see that how we are able to visualize just by a little and a few description? That's the magic of visual storytelling. Now, when I say Aladdin's magical carpet, how many of you instantly saw a flying carpet? Or when I say Shole's Jay and Viru, how do you picture the bike and the sidecar? Or whether it's Harry Potter's Hogwarts, can you visualize the castle already? That's is the power of visual storytelling. Now, to bring this theme alive, today's meeting will unfold a story itself. Because our meeting today, or any general Toastmasters meeting, is divided into three segments. The first is the prepared speech session, where the speaker will deliver a speech according to the pathway and the project given by Toastmasters International. The second segment is the table topic session, in which there would be the table topic speakers would need to deliver an impromptu speech for about 1 to 2 minutes. The third segment or the session is the general evaluation, wherein the general evaluator will evaluate the whole meeting alongside the tag team players, that is the timer, our counter, and the grammarian. Now, without further ado, let's invite our general evaluator to stage to set the tone for today's evaluations and to invite the tag team players as well. So now I would pass on the stage to Toastmaster Shivani to take it forward as the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mehak, for a wonderful thing. And good morning, everyone. My name is Shivani Kumari. I will be your general evaluator for today's meeting. My role is to evaluate the overall meeting, not any single speaker. I will focus on how effectively the meeting was conducted, the energy of the session, time management, and how well each role supported the meeting's objective. The purpose of evolution is not to criticize, but to appreciate strengths and suggest improvement so that we all grow together. Now it's time to call my tag team role player. First, I would like to call on stage the grammarian of the day, who is our guest, Umesh. Yes. So, guest Umesh, back to you. Please explain your role.
I think Umesh is not
There.
here right now.
He was
Okay.
supposed to join offline. But I'm not sure if he's there.
Yeah,
I think Toastmaster Sharad would be able to confirm if he's there in the offline setup or if he's
yeah,
joining.
he is not with us right now. So I can take the grammarian role and let me explain the role.
Okay.
So as a grammarian, my role is to count the check the grammarian and good usage and not so good usage of the words. And as a grammarian for the day, I would give you the word of the day. And today's word of the day is permanent. Permanent is if someone something which is greater than the peers. For example, like supreme or outstanding. So, and I'm giving an example for permanent. He is the permanent chef in the city. And for the idiom of the day is work like a charm. So work like a charm means something which is works wonderful. For an example, the feedback I received in my last speech is works like a charm. So I encourage everyone to use word of the day that is permanent and idiom of the day that is work like a charm. And whosoever use the word of the day will give the thumbs up. So thank you and back to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Shivani.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sharad. Wonderfully explained your role. Now it's time to invite our counter of the day, who is Toastmaster Umesh Mukesh.
I'm sharing in
Back to
the
you, Toastmaster Umesh. Please explain your role.
Hmm. Um, Hello, fellow Toastmaster and guests. My name is Mukesh, and today I am serving as your counter. I will be listening carefully for filler sounds and crutch words that we often use to bridge gaps in our thoughts. Specifically, I will be tracking sounds like and and the filler words such as well, so, like, and you know. These filler distract your audience and can dilute your impact. My goal is to help you become aware of these habits so you can replace them with a confident pause. I will return at the end of the meeting to share my reports. Back to you, Toastmaster Sivani.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mukesh. Uh, Now it's time to timer, but I think okay, I'm audible.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So I see our timer roll is vacant. So anyone willing to take the timer roll on the floor?
Or you can take the timer roll and
Would you like to pick timer? Yeah, I can take it. Yes. So, Shivani, Toastmaster, Achit to take the timer roll.
Okay.
Yeah. For speech and one to two minutes for table topic. Okay.
just come here once. Show the
Okay.
timer cards. Yeah, these are the time cards. I think Shivani, you're already aware about these paper cards. Yes. So, okay, Toastmaster, Akshit, please explain your role. Okay, sure. So as a timer, my objective would be to make sure that everyone's speeches are within time limit. For the prepared speeches, the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. So I'll start showcasing these cards to you. Green means that you're within time, you're around 5 minutes. As soon as you start exceeding your towards 6 to 7 minutes, I'll start yellow, and beyond 7 minutes, it would be the red card. That would be for the prepared speeches, and for the table topics, since the time is 1 to 2 minutes, as soon as you exceed beyond 1 minute, it would be a green card. At 1.5 minute, I would show the yellow card, and at the 2 minute time, I would show the red card. So back to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you, Toastmaster Akshit, to take timer role at the end moment, and you explained very well. So now back to you, Toastmaster Mehak.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shivani, for introducing your tag team as well as your role as the general evaluator. I would just request you, there was a special request from Toastmaster Kanika to evaluate her during the table topics segment as well. Now, let's move forward and let's invite on stage Toastmaster Colonel Prem, who would introduce us to a story. So, Toastmaster Colonel, the stage is all yours.
Yeah, let's make sure that the mic is right. Mic is selected. 1 second. Echo. Yeah, the Jabra one. Are we audible?
Yes,
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay. Am I audible and
Yes,
visible? Yeah. Okay. Right. I think can all of us, who are there online and offline, look at the ceiling and imagine and think about writing a story in 30 seconds. When I just looking back, I found, I remembered that there is an incident, not really incident, but I was there in Gulmarg many years ago. And then, that was winters. Now, winter time, you have good snowfall in and around Gulmarg, even on the Pir Panjal range, which is there. And I think we had gone for some skiing, a skiing course, I think. So I was there, I found myself, and then I got up early morning. I found I couldn't see anything. The windows, they were all, I think, white. And of course, the ceiling on top was normal ceiling white. So I found myself in that room, that where am I? Am I there at the right place, or there is something wrong? But then I think as I got up and after a while I got my senses, and then I realized that, oh, what I'm looking at is just a window, and possibly that is overcast and it's looking all white, possibly because of frost. So I went and wiped the window pane, and then I looked outside. Oh wow! I found that lovely mountain range of Dhaladhar. Sorry, the Pir Panjal in all snow, and beyond, right on the peak or on the top of that range, that I found the sun was out, and then it had golden shimmering light there. And then I realized that today I was supposed to have got up in time, and we are supposed to be there at the ski slope for the day one of our skiing. Well, I quickly got ready and then moved fast, got hold of my skis, my boots, and my dress, and then reached the place. And then there we were. And so up, I could see that Pir Punjab range. It was so inspiring.
And then I realized that we could actually, within ourselves, I was enamored by this nature. And I find myself, especially when it snows, that I'm very much inspired. Right? So for all of us, I hope you are ready to write your stories on that black canvas or looking at the ceiling, white ceiling. And yes, sky is the limit. And the open canvas, the clean canvas, that's the limit. So we must keep writing or keep telling these encouraging stories, for ourselves. Thank you. Over to you, Maya.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Colonel Prem, for this inspiring story and telling us and enlightening us with the message that sky is the limit. Let's paint our skies with wonderful stories. Well, now let's move forward. But before that, I have a quick question for the audience. Think, what makes a story memorable? Is it the words or the images? Or those words creating the images in your mind? Don't answer it out loud right here. Keep that thought with you because we will explore it deeper as the making progresses. Until that, let's begin our journey of visual storytelling with our very first segment, that is the prepared speech session. So let's invite on stage our first prepared speaker, Toastmaster Simi. Before inviting Toastmaster Simi and having her on stage, I would like to invite Toastmaster Hirinder, who is the evaluator for Toastmaster Simi's speech. Toastmaster Hirinder, the stage is all yours.
Toastmaster Mehak Kanika would be evaluating Toastmaster Simi's speech.
Okay, all right. Toastmaster Kanika, the stage is all yours.
When I saw Hirinder, I thought that he would do it. So I'm not exactly, prepared with her pathways and other details. Let me just check it. Uh, uh, Okay, I'm not able to, find it. It waste a lot of time. So I would request Toastmaster Simi to, explain her pathways and speech objective. And a very good morning to all the Toastmasters online and offline. Today, I will be evaluating Toastmaster Simi. She'll be giving her she will explain her pathways and the speech that she's going to give. And all the best to you, Simi. Let's take it ahead. Over to you, Toastmaster Mehak.
Toastmaster Mehak, the pathway is, I think, in the backstage leaders connect
Yes,
group.
I have shared it with Toastmaster Kanika. Let me take the opportunity to introduce your pathway. Our speaker today is going to give a speech from the Pathway Presentation Mastery. She is going to deliver from Project 1, Level 3, and the title of her speech is Control, Alt, Thank. Control, Alt, Thank. I would just do a quick audio and video check for you, Toastmaster Simi. Would this be your speaking position?
Yes.
Okay. Can you repeat? Today is a wonderful day.
Today is a wonderful day.
Toastmaster Mehak, I would suggest to speaker to move a bit backward so that we can see her face as well.
All right. I would now also
Can speaker move one step more backward? Yeah, much better. It's better now. Yeah.
Yeah. Shall I start, Toastmaster Mehak?
I would request Toastmaster Akshat if you could flash the timer cards.
Yeah.
I will start my cameras. Where it should be there.
No, no, it's not open yet. Your camera is not open. It's Akshat Soni here.
Yeah,
It's not showing here.
I can see myself.
Okay, now it's not showing.
Yeah.
You can remove your background.
Shall I start?
I hope it is visible to you, Toastmaster Simi. I will introduce you, then we can start.
Yeah, I can see Toastmaster Akshit. Yes.
Okay. Toastmaster Simi, Control Alt Thank, Control Alt Thank, Toastmaster Simi.
Do you know why people in Kali Yuga are so anxious? They start their day with thinking and then overthinking. Instead, start your day with thanking and then make it overthinking. So these lines told by Saint Goranga Das, who is also IIT Bombay alumnus, really got stuck with me. And why will it not? I was doing something really wrong for years. I was waking up in the morning, making a cup of tea, and sitting with my phone to enjoy my bed tea. And then the brain tabs started opening. Calendar tab, to-do list tab, message tab. And wait, I did not open this fourth tab. What is that? Why it is provoking me to think? Am I forgetting something today? Will I be able to give a good speech today? What if my senior leadership did not get good impression of me last week when they visited? Shall I remove my picture from Insta? Nobody send the likes there. No wonder. Is overthinking comes as a default setting. World Health Organization data shows that 260 million people are suffering from anxiety due to overthinking. And then those lines told by the gentleman that really shifted something in me. I did not close those tabs troubling me. I simply opened a permanent tab, the right tab, the gratitude tab, first thing in the morning. And that worked like a charm for me. That worked like an organizer, a good house cleaner who did not ask questions, who did not judge, who simply cleared the clutter. I started with thanking small things. The coffee that is still hot. Yesterday, that went well. Harvard study shows people who practice gratitude, they have 25% better sleep and 23% higher energy levels. So this thanking worked better than an energy drink. Then I started overthinking. I started noticing things which we usually ignore. The traffic that moved faster, the Wi-Fi that is working for us. And what changed? So my mind felt less noisy. The focus started loading. Earlier, when I was scanning for the things which might not go well, I started appreciating which is working well. And that improved my focus, because always focus does not come from discipline. It also comes from the appreciation. It comes from thanking and overthinking the things which are working well in our space. So next time, from tomorrow, my dear Toastmasters and guests, when you're going to open your phone or laptop, you're going to check your email or maybe the first meeting of the day. Control, Alt, thank. Start with thanking and make it overthinking. Because when you make it as a part of your life, you're not fearing anymore. Your nervous system, that becomes calm. And focus becomes your best, at your best. Thank you. I would say thanks to one and all here present. Thanks for closing all your tabs and keeping your listening tab open for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Simi, for this inspiring and such a beautiful speech. I would now request everyone to take 1 minute and write your feedback and comments for Toastmaster Simi. For the audience in the offline setup, I would request to take up a paper and maybe you can jot down the points for Toastmaster Simi. For the online ones, you can just drop a message for Simi on the chat box. I would request Toastmaster Rakshit to please notify once 1 minute is over.
Toastmaster, the time's up.
Toastmaster Mehak, uh, will you be able to take a snapshot of the feedback and then share with me one-on-one? So I'm not sure how my meeting got ended earlier, and now in the chat box it is telling me that you are no longer a participant for this chat.
Yes, I will just share. And
Sure.
would also request for the offline if someone can collect the slips from the guests and maybe we can share it with Simi.
Just take a pic and share it. Toastmaster, maybe we can compile and share it with the group later. Like we can put it on the WhatsApp.
Um, is 1 minute is over, I think.
Are we audible? Yes. Okay.
All right, let's move forward. Our second speaker is Toastmaster Monica, and we are yet to have her evaluator. So, if anyone would like to take the opportunity to evaluate Toastmaster Monica's speech,
Toastmaster Mike, I'll take it.
okay, all right, Toastmaster Neetal. So, let's invite Toastmaster Neetal on stage who will evaluate Toastmaster Monica's speech. Toastmaster Neetal, the stage is yours.
Speech details posted somewhere?
Yes, in the backstage
Yeah.
group.
Yeah, just checking 1 second. If you have handy, can you just text me, please? So many messages. Toastmaster Mike, can you text me? Oh.
Yeah, Toastmaster Mehak, are we audible? Can you just confirm us once?
Okay, I got it.
The voice is really feeble.
My voice?
No offline audience.
Okay. Okay. So Toastmaster Monica is giving her level 1, project 1 icebreaker speech from the pathway persuasive influence. And title of her speech is Why? And she must be wondering why. We should be all wondering why. And the purpose of the speech is the member to introduce themselves to the club and learn the basic structure of public speech. So Toastmaster Monica, all the best for the icebreaker speech. And as it's an
Thank you
icebreaker
so much.
speech, we will be giving a standing ovation after the speech. With that, I'll hand over the stage back to Toastmaster Mehak.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Neetal, for explaining the evaluation for Toastmaster Monica's speech. Toastmaster Monica, can we have you on stage?
I hope I'm audible and visible.
Yes.
And timer, please note it's 4 to 6 minutes. So green card will come up at 4 minutes.
Okay.
All right, Toastmaster Monica, can you repeat after me? Today is a wonderful day.
Today is a wonderful day.
And I see that you are able to see the timing cards.
Yes, I can see accent. So,
All right.
yes.
Toastmaster Monica, why? Why Toastmaster Monica?
There is one question that I keep asking myself many a time. And I remember this question has been with me since I was a child. And I think you might also be asking that question, but if not, I would invite you to keep asking this question. And the question is, why do I feel what I feel? Why do I feel what I feel? Is it because of the situation? Is it because of the person involved? Is it about my own internal dialogue that's going on? Or is it just my perception? But why am I thinking? Why am I feeling what I'm feeling? I remember when I was child, there had been so many events which actually transformed me as in a person. And one such incident was
when I was in ninth standard. It was my birthday. I didn't celebrate it whole of the day. Why? Because my grandfather was getting treated. He was getting his surgery done. And at around 5 p.m., we got to know that surgery is all good. And that day, I celebrated my birthday happily because he was out of danger. I celebrated with a piece of pastry. I don't know why I didn't get a cake, but that's how I remember that day. 2 days later, I was sitting around 11 a.m., I think having breakfast, and I heard a news, Dadu's no more. Something shifted in me. I felt some pain, a feeling, a thought came in that I won't be able to hear that voice, that strong voice, who would scold us many a times because he was in pain. And we would say, why Dadu cries so much? Why Dadu shouts so much? But I was in pain because I knew I will not be able to hear that voice again, ever in my life. And suddenly I observed my tears rolling. I don't know why, but I cried that day, not profoundly, but yes, those few moments when I cried that I lost something very dear to me. We went to my grandparents' house, everybody gathered, but strangely, I never cried afterwards. Not even seeing my papa crying, my mother crying, my chachu crying. And I was like, what is it? Why I'm not feeling that cry? Why I'm not feeling that pain now? Is it gone? Certainly it was not gone. But most likely, I actually trained my nervous system to process that situation. And that's what we do through all this situation. We live our life not as in a stream, but as in an interval of these such events which transform us. And as we introduce our nervous system, there are 5 phases that I understand that we go through. First is we start to self-introspect. Why I'm doing? Is it okay? Is it not? Then we go into the state of self-reliance or self-pride where we see, oh, this is good. I am able to keep myself in control in this situation. I'm really happy about it. Then there are certain things I'm not happy with myself, but I accept. Okay, I don't feel like crying. It's okay. I can handle the situation still. Then I go into self-judgment. But why? Again, this why is coming back. And then once I have judged myself, I accept a part of me. Okay, let me be the way I am. And the items or that feature, that characteristic that I don't like about myself, now I start to learn to self regulate. And this is the cycle we keep on going. And the more we go into that self regulation, is where we evolve as in a person. That's where we evolve through these intervals in the life. Today, check with yourself. What has been that particular situation? It does not have to be that sad situation, but it could even be a joyful moment. Maybe when you actually got your first salary, maybe when you actually got first trophy in your school, maybe something happened which made you feel the person you are. And these moments of where you learn to self-regulate is where you actually start to evolve. Check with yourself. Have been such situation in your life? And I encourage you all to go into that why, because this why is where the humanity evolves, the personality evolves, the society evolves as in a whole. And today we have so many reasons to ask ourselves, why do I do what I do? Why do I think how I think? And why do I feel what I feel? And why do I want to take that decision in my life? Because they say in your questions are your answers. So check with yourself. What is your next why? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Monica, for inspiring us with your beautiful story and also leaving us with a thought like what's our why. Now, I would request everyone to take up a minute and please provide your feedback and comments for Toastmaster Monica. Timer, please note. Once 1 minute is over, please notify.
Toastmaster Mike, can you hear us? I think last time it was Spanish.
It's really low.
Okay.
Let's give a standing ovation. Let's see, winning our camera off.
Yes.
Please switch on your camera and a standing ovation to Toastmaster Monica. It's your second pathway, right?
Thank you so much. Yes, this is my second pathway. Thank you so much, everyone.
One minute up.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Akshit. Now let's move forward. We had two wonderful speeches that we just heard. So now coming back to the theme of visual storytelling. As we understood that what basically visual storytelling is, let's understand how we can consciously use it in our speeches in our daily lives. There's one very simple and a powerful method that is called as 3 V's. 3 V's method of visual storytelling. That stands for view, vivid details, and the last one, verdict. View. Set the first scene. Before you talk what happened, tell the audience where they are. Maybe you can ask yourself about this. Is it the morning or the night, indoors, busy or silent moment? For instance, you can give an example like it was 8:45 a.m. The room was silent except for the wall clock ticking. I sat on the edge of the chair holding my resume. Giving an example for how nervous you are before any interview. Now the audience is inside the room with you. You can start with imagine something like this. So this gives a twist to the visual storytelling that you can add in your speeches, in your everyday conversations. Why? So that the other person is in the full zone for what you are telling them. You are making them imagine something. The second B, that is the vivid details. Add one or two cues in your speech. You don't need many details, you can add certain basic elements just so that your speech or the message stands out. Maybe you can add the psych, for example, the colors, the expressions, hand gestures, movement. You can add the sound of silence, pin drop silence maybe, or noise, some background music you can add. Other than that, you can also add the smell or the touch. For instance, the feeling of cold hands, heavy bag, rain, coffee, old books, or something like this. Some small details so that the audience are just taken to the world of imagination and visualization. For example, her hands were shaking, but her smile stayed steady. That single detail would create a picture in the mind of the audience. So just small details add in your speech as well. That is vivid details. And the last V, that is the verdict. Why? Why this scene matters. So visual storytelling is not just decoration, it also has a meaning to it. So end by answering. What did this moment change? What did you realize? What should the audience take away? For example, that moment taught me that confidence is not the absence of fear. It's choosing to act despite it. Or let's take the example from Toastmaster Monica's speech. She ended it with why. What's your why? So you can see that the story has created an impact now. Now putting it together, for instance, it was raining when I missed my bus. The road was wet, my shoes soaked, and my phone battery just 2%. I stood there frustrated. until I realized I was rushing through life without pausing. That day taught me something that delays our direction. Just a small scene, just an image, one meaning. So add small vivid details to your story and end it with an impact. That's the 3V method of adding visualization to your stories. Now, as you have learned this method, try to imply it in the next segment, that is the table topic session. But before that, I would just want to see that we have today many guests in the offline mode. I would request everyone to please just give a brief introduction about yourself so that we online audience are aware about your names. I would just request Toastmaster Kanika if you could ask them to introduce themselves in just one line.
We'll have to come. Yeah. And we'll also check for the sound. Can everyone hear us? Right? Are we audible? Are we audible?
Yes,
Perfect.
now it's perfect.
And can you also see the guest?
Yes, I have spotlighted the other screen. Yes, we are able to see.
So, hi everyone. It's an amazing opportunity for me to be with all of you, amazing speakers, everyone is. And so, I'm Sajal Nigam. I'm doing my economics honors from GMC Delhi University, and really keen to be a part of these kind of groups where I get a lot many encouraging opportunities to speak, to learn from people like you, and yeah, really looking forward to join the table topic session as it proceeds.
Thank you. Thank you for your introduction.
Start? Yeah. Hello everyone, I'm Molik Nigam and I'm a 7th grader and I'm studying currently in APJ School Saket, and I'm like very fortunate to be here with you all, and I would be also proceeding towards that table topic session. So thank you.
Thank you so much. We are really looking forward for your table topic speech.
Yeah. So hi, good morning to all. This is Yogendra Nigar. I'm working with Aditya Birla Capital as zonal training manager. So I'm into this learning and development fraternity since last 2 decades, and I love to means excel the people and to develop myself. And my hobby is just public speaking and to interact with the people. So that's why I used to just participate into this Toastmaster community, and looking forward to have the great sessions by to all of you. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kendra. We're looking forward for you to taking part in table topics.
One more guest, just ask.
हाय, माय नेम इज डॉक्टर निहारिका निकम और मैं हिंदी अध्यापिका हूँ। आज मुझे यहाँ के बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। मैंने ऑफलाइन ये क्लास आपकी अटेंड की है, काफी अच्छा लग रहा है। एक्चुअली हिंदी से हूँ तो मतलब, लेकिन हाँ मुझे समझ तो आता है, इंग्लिश का हिंदी में ट्रांसलेट कर लेती हूँ, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, Niharika, for being with us here. I would really appreciate if you would take part in table topics as well. Okay, I see there's one guest online as well. Guest Rajat. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, definitely.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rajat Khatri, and I'm currently in Gurgaon only. I'm so sorry I wanted to be offline but couldn't come, but next time for sure. So, I have been working in the corporate world for the last 20 years. I was as a head of data analytics and business intelligence, but now I am pivoting. I'm more into a career and leadership coaching. And it's wonderful to be with all of you today and understand how speaking effectively is the key to growth. There are so many lessons I have already learned. I'm looking forward to learn more from all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we're really glad to have you with us here. Now, I think we're done with all of the guests. I would now pass on the stage to Toastmaster Kanika. I've made your job easier. Now you can introduce and invite the guests for the cable topic speeches. All right, let's invite Toastmaster Kanika on stage with a huge round of applause.
You can stand this side.
Yeah.
I think now we can. So that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mehak. So now we are ready for one of the most interesting parts of the Toastmaster meeting, which is the table topics section. For the benefit of the guests, we have many guests today. I would like to explain what table topics is. Table topic section is where you get an opportunity to give an impromptu speech. The topic will be given then and there, and you have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. And you can express your opinion. You don't have to necessarily agree with whatever topic is given. It's up to you whether you agree, disagree. Just have to speak. And the timer cards will be shown at 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, and 2 minutes. And yeah, so impromptu speaking helps you in all walks of life, whether it's in a professional setup, whether you're giving an interview, giving a presentation, even in personal life. So this is something that will help you a lot, and we focus on this. And you will be I encourage all of you to use the word of the day and the idiom of the day if possible in your speeches. Guests will be given one change of topic, but the regular members have to speak on whatever topic is given to them. Okay, so let's get started. And I would like to invite one of the existing Toastmasters, an experienced Toastmaster, to take on the first topic. Anyone?
Anyone from online audience would like to take?
Toastmaster Neetal?
Otherwise, we are. Yeah. Guess you can also invite guests.
Toastmaster Neetal, ready to take up? No, actually, once experienced person speaks, you get a better idea.
Yeah.
So, Toastmaster Neetal, please choose a number from 1 to 21.
18.
18? Okay. Which emotion is the hardest to express without speaking? Toastmaster Neetal, which emotion is the hardest to express without speaking? Which emotion is the hardest to express without speaking? Toastmaster Neetal.
Interesting question. Emotions can be anger, frustration, sad, happy, love. If you think our daily life, we have so many emotions that goes in our mind. So if I have to think about an emotion which is hardest to express without talking, will be love. We do many things, like I can take off my example. I'm helping my parents, I'm helping my brother, I help my colleagues. But sometimes they take it for granted. You are doing it with love, with patience, with motivation. But until you make them realize that you're doing it for them, in this current scenario, they are going to take it for granted. So, a recent example in my organization, I kept working and the moment I said no, the other person has become angry. The thought process that came into my mind is, I'm working with him from last 4 years, and it's the first time I'm saying no. Can't he even understand that? But then I realized no, people have taken me for granted. So unless I until make them realize that I am doing so much of work, they're not going to understand. And I believe it happens with every one of you. So I will encourage today's audience. Express that you are doing something for someone, and until you make them realize, the other person is not going to realize it. Back to you, Toastmaster Kanika.
Very well explained, Toastmaster Neetal. I can also relate to it. Many times it happens that we think visually or by doing something, people will understand us, but it becomes necessary to communicate and express ourselves. Well done. So now I'd like to call upon one of the guests, Toastmaster Sajid. Choose a number. Choose a number between 1 and 21. 18 is gone. 5. 5. Seeing is believing. Toastmaster, future Toastmaster Sajid.
Hello everyone, the online and offline audience. Seeing is believing is something which is really very close to my heart, because you know what, if I take it back to a context of children or like kids or toddlers for that matter, we see that those small little babies have just came up into this world, into this new arena where everything is very different for them. What this is like really resonant to them, because what they see their parents doing, or for that matter what they see their surroundings in which everything is happening, that is something which they incorporates in them as a very core concept, or as a very core matter of a kind of a cement basing for the building they're going to put on in their entire lives. So I feel that for them, they kind of resonates it as a very good concept, that what you see is actually what you start believing. So in our lives, if we connect it to it, we can see that the surroundings or the atmosphere which you create out of yourself is very important. If you're into a surrounding where you have toxic people, where you have people drinking, smoking, or doing any sort of activities which is not good ideally, then kind of it creates an impact on you, or it eventually manipulates or influences your subconscious mind. So that is something which is very important aspect, that seeing is very important, and for that matter noticing is very important. So this resonates and concludes to a fact that please ensure that the surroundings around you or the atmosphere around you is really positive. It's surrounding by optimistic people. It is kind of the circumference around you matters a lot, because at the end of the day, I just believe in the fact that you're an average of the 5 people you are around with. So see good things and ultimately believe good things and eventually become the best one. With that, I'd like to end it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, for your feedback. Thank you, future Toastmaster Sajid. This was a wonderful speech. It didn't look like you're not a Toastmaster. You were speaking like an experienced Toastmaster. And it was a great example that you gave of a baby, because a baby understands everything only by looking at things. And overall, the speech was very good. Now, any raise of hands? Anybody?
Yeah, really, sir.
Please.
You have to tell me name. Repeat your name.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Amolik.
Amolik. Okay, thanks.
Amolik. Yeah. Amolik, choose a number between 1 and 21. Number 5 and 18 are taken. 7. 7. Okay. You must have heard of the saying, don't judge a book by its cover. So the question is, do you judge a book by its cover? Future Toastmaster Amolik, do you judge a book by its cover?
So actually, many things are there present around us, which when we see, so they appear sometimes bad to us, they appear sometimes good to us. But it's not that a person which appears to you is like good. We need to be with them for some time, and we need to analyze that if they are good or if they are bad. And it's not just about a person or somebody who is with you. It might be your friends. It might be someone stranger to you who is talking to you for, since a while. But it's not just about them. There are many people who are in a conversation with us in our day-to-day life. But sometimes we get like when we talk with them for some time, we get to know that they were appearing to be very good and very polite to us, but that was not the reality. And it's not that every person who is appearing to be good is bad, but sometimes who appears to be good is also good, because it doesn't matter that you appear to be good or you appear to be bad. But what matter is to be your mindset is to be very cleared, and you need to be very clear from your mind. Your thoughts should be very good, that whenever you talk to someone, might be your like the first talk which happens to with of yours from with someone, it is not that good. But when they will analyze that your thoughts and your thinking is very good, automatically they would feel good with you, and that's how they would become your good friends or your good family members or any of you. So that was what I wanted to convey with this topics. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. That was very well explained, very well done. And looking at your age, it's really amazing that you could come up and speak so well. Now I will take one of the experienced Toastmasters. Anyone? Online? Actually,
Can someone put it down?
okay.
5, 7, 18, I think. Right?
5, 7, 18.
I think 3.
I don't even know. This was, what was this?
So this is the green card.
What
Just
is
for
it?
1 minute. Like if once you're done with 1 minute green
Yeah.
card step, then you have yellow, which
Yeah,
is at
this is a half
1:30. Which is like a half time, but
All right, yeah.
allotted time. And after 2 minutes, it's like you've crossed the limit.
All right.
So that's the,
Okay,
that's
all
the
right.
too much time. Give it 30 seconds, raise it.
Yeah.
You mentioned that I'll share.
Usual number 3, right?
Yep.
Okay. Toastmaster Akshay, your topic is when social media images convey more than their captions. When social media images convey more than their captions, Toastmaster Akshay.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kanika, for that topic. When social media images convey more than their captions. If I think about the most recent things which have happened in social media, and if I think about last year, around the most interesting activities which have happened, I remember reading it somewhere that in 2021 or 2022, someone has started a company called OpenAI. And that was the time which was where it just had a very small paragraph about Sam Altman starting a company and saying that artificial intelligence will change the world. I'm from a consulting background and I'm very, very much aware about the jargons which go around. And I thought that, hey, this is another startup which is claiming to be AI. It is just a wrapper around something which all of us have heard in some form or the other in the past. But when I really saw some of the clips on social media around how this artificial intelligence is working and how, like, asking it basic questions, it was able to respond to them so well. It was something which was different than what had happened in the past. It was not trained to answer specific questions. It was acting like another human being. It was behaving as like a companion, compatriot. And all of these started building up to a point where I also saw very recently there was a robotic championship done, and there were all these robots which who were dancing along with the BTS group. So all these things were as a caption, if you would see, they were highlighted as a very small thing. But when in reality, when you see the impact of it, I would believe that the clips, like in themselves, they reflected a lot more than what was mentioned in those snips. So that's all. Thank you so much.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Akshat. That was wonderful. And yes, social media is a place where the pictures, the posts speak a lot, and we actually tend to read the captions only if we like the pictures. So yes, your examples were very good. Thank you once again. So future Toastmaster Amita is interested in taking up a topic. So
I don't know if it is easy. I can do it.
no, you are allowed a change.
Yes.
So I get that. It's okay. Okay, choose a number. 3, 2. Okay. Speak about a time when an advertisement spoke louder in visuals than in words. Yeah, you can take that up. Okay, future Toastmaster Amita, an advertisement that spoke louder through its visuals than its words.
Good afternoon, everyone. The topic given by Kanika about the advertisements that spoke louder than the
through the visual than the words.
Through the visuals than the words. Earlier at the time of radios, if you remember, I think we used to hear in 90s, we used to hear 90s and 80s when we used to hear those advertisements. And they were so catchy. And we used to learn them, we used to recite them. And they were so nice. If you see those Cadbury's, those bulbs, and those still HMT's ads, Coca-Cola's ads, they were very fantastic and very such a good rhymings they were that we could easily catch them, we could sing them. And they were very, very family settings that we can, we can sing together. And still, if you see those clippings are still going on, which we have missed. And nowadays, when you see those visuals, I don't know, I don't like those. I mean, some ads are so funny. If you see a motorcycle ad, why there should be a girl? It's an ad of a motorcycle. Do you need a girl? Why? If there is a ad of a pan masala, why these film stars are given? Why you're promoting the youngsters for all these? The governments, these things are banned. Then why are we promoting the youngsters for all these things? We should not. Why aren't we doing so? And our film stars, the film heroes, the superstars, they are giving those ads. That's not right. I think so. I am from 90s and I still prefer that era. It was more beautiful, more good, and more, those ads were beautiful. We can still see them. We can still recite them beautifully. And I really love that era. Thank you.
Mr. Toastmaster Amita, that was wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Explained in such detail about the ads. And yes, many times the visuals in the ads do not match the message that the ad is trying to give. And good one.
Thank you so much.
Anyone from online? Okay. Yes, Rajat wants to take up a topic. Please choose a number. 2, 3, 5, 7, 18 are taken.
I'll take 21.
21. There is more to it than meets the eye. Future Toastmaster Rajat, there is more to it than meets the eye.
Can I just repeat it? There's more to it
Than meets the eye.
than meets the eye.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever we see, there is many things beyond that, right?
So if you want, you can change your topic. If you're comfortable, you can talk on this.
No, I'll go with this.
Okay. All the best.
Thank you. A few days ago, I saw an online advertisement talking about that there is going to be a offline event where people are going to be on stage and they will get an exposure to talk in front of around 200, 300 people. When I saw this advertisement, I was like really very, very excited. And I just went to that program, assuming that I will get an opportunity to stand in front of 200 people and speak up, share my thoughts, share my feelings with them. But as soon as I entered that room on the D Day, it was altogether a different thing. It was beyond the imagination because the opportunity was not only to stand in front of people and see them, the opportunity was to make them engage with you, make them dance with you, make them answer your questions, and make them think the way you are thinking. It's not just a typical speaking and listening assignment, it was more about the engaging assignment. And as soon as I entered the room, I saw a big stage, a mic, and my focus was directly over there. But over the time, while I was in this workshop, I realized that there are many more things that add to the context. For example, beautiful lighting, the paintings done on the side walls, the background. There was a music there making people dance or even cry as based on the topics that was given to them. All the people sitting there were uh, involved completely. I mean, not only mentally, they were physically involved because they were listening to you, they were asking questions, they were engaging, and they were sharing their opinion as well. So these kind of things many times confirm this thing that sometimes you just see a thing with the kind of a aim that you only want to look at the stuff. But once you enter and experience that thing, that's when you realize that life is beyond the things that you can even see that. And the best part of this, after that workshop, when I came back, I realized that it was not something to be seen. It was altogether an experience, and that uplifted my confidence to talk in front of people. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone.
That was wonderful, future Toastmaster Rajat. It didn't seem like you were speaking as a non-Toastmaster, but I think you're used to speaking and giving speeches. So
That's right.
Well done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone from online, experienced speakers? How about Shivani?
Running out of time. Can we have a time check, please?
Simi has raised her hand.
Okay, Toastmaster Simi, I think you raised your hand. You're ready to take up a topic? Okay.
Yeah, sure. Toastmaster.
Yeah. 2, 3, 5, 7, 18, 21 are taken. Any other number?
5.
Choose a number between 1 and 21. 2, 3, 5, 7, 18,
It's
and
number 5. It's number 5, Toastmaster Kanika, if I'm audible.
25.
So for Simi, these numbers are taken, you have to take like numbers other than the ones.
Yeah, I don't think she can remember all. Just tell me a number, I'll tell you whether it's taken or not.
Any number, Kanika, Toastmaster Kanika, which is first in your list.
Okay. Okay, so the first in my list is a picture speaks 1,000 words. Toastmaster Simi, a picture speaks 1,000 words.
Good morning, my dear. Good afternoon, my dear Toastmasters and guests. A picture speaks louder than words. We are in the social media age where we are witnessing number of the images, thousands and lakhs of the images throughout the day. Last year, one of the picture that still left a lot of impact on me was the one shared in the same group for a writing assignment. So that picture really touched my heart. A girl was sitting like in a couple pose, and she had drawn an image of her mother on the ground and was sitting in that womb, was pretending to sit in mother's womb. So that particular image, though I'm not experienced writer, that provoked me to express my views about that. It told me that how it took me closer to the people who have lost their mother, and they are trying to live that moment where they could be safe in their mother's womb. So that particular, only the image, there was no caption there, there was no article related to that image. That image spoke definitely louder than any caption that could explain it. So that also brought a kind, compassionate angle to that image. And for that moment, my heart skipped, and I became a kinder for future to feel that warmth for people who need mothers, or maybe anybody who is dealing with them, to be softer. So that was just one image, but definitely the age where we are, where the images are speaking more than the visuals and the captions. Back to you, Toastmaster Kanika.
Toastmaster Simi, you have not only said that the picture speaks a thousand words, but you also, created an emotion in us through your speech. It was a very, very well done speech, and impromptu speech. I can't believe it. You've done so well. Thank you. Now, would you like to?
Yes, if you have time.
I think we have time.
No, actually, we have to complete the GE part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any topic.
Any topic? Okay. Mm.
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
We need to start the GE, please. We'll overshoot the time otherwise.
Okay, so he'll be the last speaker.
Yeah, we can extend by 5 minutes after this.
We can extend my. Okay. Okay. So your topic is what the condition of a space reveals about the owner. What the condition of a space reveals about the owner. You can change the topic.
Can use the same.
Okay. Your other topic is actions speak louder than words.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. So thank you so much for having me for this particular topic. The actions speaks louder than words. So definitely what we speaks, people may doubt what we speak, but they always believe what we do, right? So definitely actions speak louder than the words. So many times we comment, or we are just mentioning so many things that I will do something, I will do this, I will do that. But once we start implementing, then the result will come, right? So there is a saying that knowledge is not the power. Knowledge plus implementation is equal to the power. So without action, we have knowledge, right? The all kind of the big means kind of the very, very obvious people, they absolutely understand, they absolutely have the knowledge that they what how they can just reduce the weight, how they can just go into the fit. But the problem only for the actions, right? So and if I talk about the students, so every week or the student or any end of the student who are just getting lower grades, that student also know that how can they just increase the grades. But the problem is only the action. So the moment we just imbibe the action, then definitely we can just change the word, we can just change the result. So definitely every time, and many times we can just have the little knowledge, but if we are just making actions on a daily basis again and again in the very disciplined manner, so definitely we can just change the word, we can just change the result, and we can just be the productive in our life. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Future Toastmaster Yogendra. That was a very, very motivating speech actually, where you have driven home the point that it is not words and thinking, it's actions that will make the difference. Very well done.
Thank
So, Neetal, should I stop here?
Yes, please.
Yes. Over to you, Toastmaster Mehek. With this, we close the table topic section.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kanika, for a wonderful table topic segment that we had today. Such beautiful speeches and so many beautiful stories we were able to listen from all of you. So, thank you, everyone. Now, as we come to the end of the meeting today, somewhere towards the end, the theme for the meeting was Ace Your Visual Story. And today also, we didn't just hear speeches. We saw so many emotions in the meeting today, all created with a single picture on screen. Now, this reminded us of a very simple fact that the strongest visual live in the mind of the listener. So, a quick activity just for 30 seconds. I would request all of you to close your eyes for a moment and think of that one moment from today's meeting, whether it was a speech, a line, a gesture. Freeze that moment in your mind and give a thought to it just for 30 seconds. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Now, can you imagine? Like, if you can turn a moment into an image and an image into that one line, you have aced that visual storytelling skills and abilities in yourself. Because stories are not remembered for how long they were, but how clearly they can be seen. So the next time you speak, don't ask, what should I say? What Ask instead, what do I want my audience to see? And with this thought, I will close the K-Mod segment for the day and would pass on the stage to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Shivani, to take it forward for the closing thought. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mehak. Now it's time to move forward with the evaluation section. First, I would like to invite on stage our evaluator for the prepared speech. Our prepared speaker today was Toastmaster Simi, and the speech was evaluated by Toastmaster Kanika. So over to you, Toastmaster Kanika.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivani. What an engaging and emotional speech by Toastmaster Simi. I think we were all hooked to the speech from the beginning to the end, and it was really well done. What I liked about the speech was it was extremely engaging. The content was very rich. It had a personal story. She spoke in a very calm and collected, composed manner. She was not rushed or hurried. It was spoken with a lot of calmness, and that was what resonated with the audience and sent a message. It had a clear CTA, call to action, that we should stop overthinking and start overthinking. A very good message. However, every time a speech is given, there is some scope for improvement, and that's why we are here in Toastmasters, to learn how to take our speech to the next level. I would say that there were few things. One was your stage position. Actually, especially as offline viewers, we could not see your face completely. Your head was getting cut. So I think that is something, you can adjust and see beforehand, so that, we can see you in a better way and get the message more clearly. That was one thing I felt. Then it was, you had 7 minutes to speak, but you spoke for just over 5 minutes. So I felt that you could have increased the duration of your speech, especially since you were speaking in a calm manner. A little bit more would have made it longer and more powerful. And I felt the body language was a little low, like you could have used more expressions, movements. Yes, there was movement of hands, but better stage movement, covering the stage, walking from one side to the other. Overall, I would say it was a very engaging speech, aligned with your project, which is persuasive speaking. It really persuaded us to stop overthinking and start overthinking. I think all of us are going to start that from today. It had a clear call to action, but you can take your speech to the next level by reducing the pauses, your increasing the duration of the speech, and that's. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karnika. You shared the feedback in such a positive manner. I'm sure Toastmaster Shimi is going to take those points away and improve even further. Now, I would like to invite on stage our second evaluator for the prepared speech. Our prepared speaker was Toastmaster Monica, and the speaker was evaluated by Toastmaster Neetal. So over to you, Toastmaster Neetal.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivani. So my target speaker today was Toastmaster Monica, and she gave her icebreaker speech. And the topic of the speech was why, and it was from the pathway. So my target speaker began her speech with a very thoughtful question. Why do I feel, or what do I feel? Why do I feel? So this question stayed with us throughout the speech. She kept on repeating the theme of the speech. And she connected every story with the speech. It was kind of strong opening. It made me think about the events that are happening in my life and how my thought process are working towards it. And I believe everyone in the audience connected with the question she asked. Speech had a clear flow. She spoke about questioning emotions, judging yourself, accepting yourself, learning self-control, then growing as a person. She shared a personal story about her birthday, how she did not celebrate it till she heard about her grandfather, and how emotional she became after the news 2 days later. And she has very well connected with the audience with her personal experiences. And the honesty that she brought on the table was amazing. There were few areas of improvement she can work on. The first is the pace. The story was emotional, the questions were intriguing, but the pace was at a very fast pace. I was trying hard to catch up when the stage or when the questions are moving from one to another, or the emotional shift. I could not find the emotional shift. She was sharing a loss of her grandfather, but I did not feel that emotion in the tone. The second is voice variety. So the voice variety was all throughout the speech. She kept the voice high. So there was no uh, drag and drop or emotional where she has to get emotional. That was I was not able to feel it. So practice voice modulation by highlighting emotional and important lines. And then emphasis. So she had a lot of punchlines. She had a lot of questions, but the questions did not end with a question mark. The next line followed up. So overall, a wonderful, clear and thoughtful speech, meaningful questions that encourage self-reflection. Some ideas were repeated, which is okay for clarity, but you could have shortened slightly to keep the speech crisp. Areas of improvement, as I mentioned, slow down your pace, add pauses, use more voice variation, and reduce repetition slightly. So, Monica, for an icebreaker stage, this was deep and meaningful introduction. At least I got to know who you are now, though I know you pretty well. So well done and keep sharing your stories. Thanks. Back to you, Toastmaster Shivani.
Thank you, Toastmaster Neetan, for evaluating Monica's speech with the recommended format. And now it's time for the report from our tag team players. First, grammarian. I would like to call on stage our grammarian for the day, Toastmaster Sharad. Over to you, Toastmaster Sharad.
You're on mute.
Yeah. Am I audible now? Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, General Manager. So here is my grammarian report, crisp one, due to the paucity of time. So there are many good usage of the word, and the word of the day and idiom of the day were used by Toastmaster Simi. Kudos to you. So now saying that some good usage of the words. So Toastmaster Simi use phrases like life has come as a default setting clutter, thanking better energy drink, control plus art plus thanks. Toastmaster Monica used observed my tears rolling. It's a strong emotional and imaginary phrase used. Emotional loss versus real loss. Someone from guest use remote circumference. We need to be with them for some time and we need to be analyzed. They appear to be very good and very polite. It's not the person who appears to be good, it's just bad. Now let's talk about some not so good uses of the grammar. So first one is because I engaged that company. Instead of because when we can say I was enjoying that company every time and suddenly one day. So because should be removed here. Second is they were appear to be very good. So here the double form of verb is used. So instead of were, it should be they appear to be good. That's from my cabinet report today. Thank you and over to you, General Manager. Shivani, are we audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah.
I would like to
Shivani
call
is
on
dropped.
stage
Okay.
our timer for the day, Toastmaster Akshit. Back to
Um,
you, Toastmaster Akshit.
yeah. Thank you so much, Mehak. Give me a minute. I'll just share my screen very quickly. I think overall, barring the time I took to get to the venue, everyone else was on time. I'll quickly share the report. In terms of the prepared speeches for Toastmaster Simi, given the time is 5 to 7 minutes, she took closer to 6 minutes, which is in time. For Toastmaster Monica, similarly, 4 to 6 minutes, and she was at 5:40. If I come to the table topics quickly, barring some of the guests and Toastmaster Simi, I think everyone else was on time. And in terms of the evaluators, Toastmaster Needle just crossed the 3 minute mark by 3 seconds. So I think largely in
It's
time.
3 minutes, 30 seconds, right?
Oh, my bad then, my bad. So then it's in time, Toastmaster Needle. And that's the report from my side.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Akshit, for managing the session perfectly. Keep everyone aware of their time and ensuring the meeting ran smoothly. Now I would like to call on stage our R counter for the day, Toastmaster Mukesh. Over to you, Toastmaster Mukesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivani. Hello everyone, I'm back with my counter report. What a wonderful session we had today. Honestly, everyone was so perfect that it was quite a challenge to catch those filler words. I will share my detailed reports in our group just after right now. Overall, the performance was nearly flawless. The most common fillers I noticed today were and I have one tip for both our in-person and online speakers. So when you are searching for your next word, try to embrace the pause for those on stage. Instead of an try a small deliberate movement or shift the place from left to right or right to left. It looks natural and gives you a second to think about about the next word. For those online, a silent pause adds a great impact and keep your audio clear. That's all from my side. Back to General Evaluator Toastmaster Shivani.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mukesh, for your evaluation and your suggestion. It will guide everyone to become more aware of these use of filler words. Now it's time for my evaluation. So before my report, I share my visual story. Today's theme is visual story. Yesterday, I was thinking, okay, tomorrow I will play the general evaluator role. Honestly, I was a little scared and thought, how will I evaluate such wonderful speakers? How? But then I realized that this platform is for learning and no one judge anyone here. That is the best part of this platform and what I love the most. So thank you, Mehak, for asking me to take the general evaluator role. Now it's time to evaluation. For Sa, I would like to thank the Sajid Town for taking up the Sa role today. You did a great job managing the meeting. Please make sure to clear mention the Toastmaster mission at the beginning of the meeting. However, it's absolutely okay because it's your first time performing this role, and you did a well. Next, the presiding officer. Our presiding officer is Toastmaster Hirinder. Performed his role very well and nicely introduced the guest, which made everyone feel welcome and comfortable. Our Toastmaster of the day, Mehak. What a wonderful theme, visual story. You're truly, Mehak, truly brought this theme to life. From the beginning, she helped us visualize the flow of the meeting like a well-structured, well-connected story. Each segment felt like a new scene, and her introduction helped us imagine what was coming next. The meeting did not start on time. Starting Starting on time is important because it shows discipline and respect for everyone on time. I encourage the team to focus on punctuality in future meetings. Now, next section, table topic. It's table topic master Kanika did a wonderful job as usual and did a good job explaining what the table topic are, especially for guests and new members. Your instructions were clear and explained the meeting and rule very well. I also appreciate that you encourage members to use the words of the day and idiom of the day, which added value to the session. One small suggestion for you, Toastmaster Kanika. Please ensure the timing is followed as each section has a particular time limit. So please check the time and conclude accordingly. All the table topic speaker did a great job today. They responded confidently and shared their thoughts clearly within their time limit. Especially our guest speaker performed like an experienced Toastmaster, speaking confidently and engaging the audience, which was really impressive. Okay, that's all from my side. Thank you again, and back to you, Toastmaster Mehak.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shivani, for the wonderful evaluation as a general evaluator and for evaluating everyone in the team, as well as thank you so much to the CAT team players. Now, as we move closer to the end of the session, I would first request all of you, all of the guests, to please provide your feedback. Meanwhile, I will also share the voting link. You please, all of you, please can vote. The guests are welcome to vote for the best speaker, the best role player, as well as the best auxiliary role player. I would request the online members to you can place your vote on this link, and for the offline members and the guest, I would request Toastmaster Kanika, Toastmaster Rakshit to please explain to our guests that how the voting would be done. I have shared the link in the chat box itself. I will also share it in the backstage, and I would now first request to Toastmaster Rajat, guest Rajat, to please provide your feedback for the meeting today.
Sure. Thank you so much. As I said earlier, also, I really loved being here. Initially, I was not available because I was driving, but I was listening and I wanted to be part of this session. So, and really loved each and every conversation that was there. Either they were extended speeches or shorter ones. But this opportunity to given to everyone to speak, talk, and improve their confidence, I think that's wonderful. And I found everyone to be very supportive as well and giving always a positive feedback. So that works like an encouragement. Thank you so much for organizing this.
Thank you so much to guest Rajat, and we hope to see you as a member very soon in the club. Next,
Sure.
I would like to invite guest Saurabh to please provide your feedback for the meeting.
Yeah, sure, Mac. So it was amazing session and I've learned a lot and it was very, very interactive and everyone is supporting and praising all of all of the speakers and everyone. So yeah, I will be the member soon. Thank you so much. Hope I
Thank
was
you so
audible.
much, Saurabh. Thank you so much, Saurabh. Yeah, it was a little feeble, but we were able to have the positive feedback coming from you and seeing that you will be joining as a member really soon. So
Hello.
thank you for your
Hello.
feedback.
Yeah.
Thank you for your feedback. Now I
Thank you.
would request the guests in the offline group to please share your feedback. I would request Toastmaster Kanika to please coordinate and invite them over Skate so that they can give their feedback. Meanwhile, I will encourage you all to please go on and cast your votes. The link has been shared in the group, and we also have the link in the chat box.
If Toastmaster Amita, please come forward.
So, hello everyone. I really enjoyed, and the session was so nice, very encouraging, very inspiring, and I enjoyed everybody speaking so confidently, and the all the topics given by Kanika was wonderful, and so well they were all speaking, and I really enjoyed the sessions given by the speakers here, and especially I was really inspired with the stories given by Simi. It was so full of gratitude. I was really inspired, and she has really used both the words which were given by, I'm forgetting her name, Sharat. And very nicely she has put down all the words, and beautifully she has expressed her expressions. Thank you so much. And I will be continuing with you people. I'm very happy to join this group. Thank you. Future Toastmasters.
I don't have the WhatsApp number, so we have to share the voting link. I shared with you voting link.
Okay, I'll do it.
You can just, I have shared in the group, you can share it.
Should I?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So, indeed, an extremely interacting, supporting session by all of you. To be honest, I've been to many kind of Toastmasters clubs and other public speaking clubs as well. But this kind of atmosphere is something which is very rare to find, where people are extremely talented to showcase and to speak out loud with confidence, with skills, with representing their emotions which are running in their head. So, an amazing session. Just one thing which I'd like to add on is that if we, kind of shift to a lot more hybrid sessions where we get to interact with, in an off virtual mode, I think that would be a bit more better because, when we give ISCs or any other kind of speeches that are usually offline. So, one thing is that if we try to shift a lot more in the offline meetings, I think that would be just perfect. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah.
Everyone together?
Yeah, I think you can come
All of you
together
can
and-
come together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All three of you.
Yeah, only basic first.
Now the best thing I like, which was there in this meeting, was that everybody spoke here, and the person who did not even speak about a topic, but the attentiveness which was there was the best part. Whoever spoke on the table topic or like any of the topics, my mind was not like that. I was not listening to them because this speak was so wonderful that my mind was focused towards them automatically. So that was the best part about this, and I would also be continuing on all of these sessions more. So you would be seeing me more times. Thank you.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So thank you so much, and I really enjoyed a lot in this session. And the best part was that the meeting was just managing by offline and online both, and it was really very seamless transition. And the good part is that the all people, like whether it is online or the offline, the all people are just contributing means what they can do their best, and it was really the best part. And this is the best platform because this platform is just providing to each one of us the opportunity to speak more and more, so that we can just brush up our communication, and we can just present more meaningful in a better manner. So this is the very best part. And the offline and online, the transition, whether it was the hybrid meeting, but the well executed. Thank you so much. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's it. Mahek.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Kanika, and everyone who are present in the offline setup. It was really an amazing meeting, and I could see the guests were so much enthusiastic, especially because of Toastmasters Kanika's cable topics that were being given. It was an amazing meeting. I hope all of you had fun, and all of the guests are in the guest group so that we can have the further communications about the meeting being shared with you. I would now just request all of you to please cast your votes. The links have already been shared. We will announce the winners in the offline setup itself, in the groups after the meeting only, because we are over time. I would now request, let's have a group picture. All of you, maybe in the offline setup, please come forward, and the online audience, please switch on your videos. We will quickly have a group picture, and then we will wrap up with the meeting. I would just request Toastmaster Sharat to please maybe have one video also being recorded.
Face this way. Okay.
But yeah, this is better.
Yeah, it will be easier for us to see it.
Come on.
Once you can come in between.
Would request the online audience to please switch on your videos. Thank you so much. I have taken the screenshot. I would also request in the offline to please take a picture as well.
Online folks are like there are problems.
Bye, everyone.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great weekend henceforward. And Toastmaster Sharat, please record one video as well in the offline setup itself. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone.